Dive deep in the heart of Tuscany with Tuscany Unveiled, where every tip is a revelation. Guide you through the lesser-known wonders and cultural treasures to make this region truly extraordinary. Another great tip from... Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do the top 10 tips of Tuscany, truly unveiled. Tip number 1. Visit in December? Yes, it's significantly cheaper and lesser crowds. Yes, it's cold, but it can be very sunny. On this particular day, it's a little overcast and you may see some fog out of my mouth. Yes, it can be better weather in the spring or fall, but it's more expensive and more crowds. You decide. Tip number 2, stay at an agriturismo or stay in a villa or in a hotel. I decided to stay at an agriturismo, which is a converted farmhouse in the middle of Tuscany. There are several out here. They are farmhouses that they convert to hotels, and it's almost like a bed and breakfast. Tip number 3, visit small towns besides Florence. There's Siena, San Gimignano, Montalcino, Pienza, Montepulciano, and San Donato. When I had lunch, I got my picture taken with Matteo, who's a Michelin star chef. Tip number 4, obviously you want to enjoy many wineries, like in the Brunello region and Chianti region. Tip number 5, enjoy many favorites from local restaurants. Look for restaurants that are only open for lunch or dinner. Restaurants that are open all day long tend to cater to tourists, where with restaurants open only for lunch and dinner, they cater more to the locals. Some also added clues is tend to look for restaurants that put their menus on a chalkboard. The reason why, when they go out and buy daily fresh food, that would determine what the food is going to be for the day. Where if it's a set menu, they look for ingredients that may not be as fresh. Also avoid restaurants that have picture books with their menus. Those tend to cater to tourists. Tip number 6, rent a car. Get zero deductible. You want to be fully protected when you come into a foreign country. Also, for my Amex friends out there, Tuscany area tends not to be Amex friendly, so definitely bring other credit cards. Tip number 7, create Siena. A drive around Siena is fantastic. You want to start from Siena in the north and head south on SP 143, SP 438, and SP 451. And you want to bottom out on Buona Veneto. Then you want to take SP 34 up to the SP 46, and SP 46 will take you back to Siena. Tip number 8, Montalcino also has great views and a loop. You want to start off by heading south on SP 55, down to Casanovo, and then circle back up the SP 14, all the way back to Montalcino. Tip number 9, also Montepulciano. You want to have great views all the way from Pienza all the way to Montepulciano. Then you want to head south down to La Fonsa Gardens, and then back over to Vignoli. And then tip number 10, weigh your produce. In the States, you take your produce up to the checking stand and they weigh it for you and type in the code, such as for bananas. In Tuscany, you weigh your bananas before you go to the checkout. Trust me, don't learn that mistake the hard way. For more on Tuscany's destinations and excursions, please click the link in the description field.